Hi everybody, it's Tiffany from Uncensored Dolls. Today I'm going to do a little tea and Dollies, or wine and Dollies, whatever you want to call it. But I ain't drinking wine tonight because, well, I usually only drink wine with my husband and he has to work really early in the morning, so it's not appropriate for him to start drinking with me right now. So, I mean, I could drink on my own, but I mean, what fun is that? What fun is that? So I got a tea. I got my Tim Hortons steep tea with 3 milk. Just in case you ever want to send me one, because I need it like 10 times a day, but I buy it maybe once a day if I'm lucky. Anyways, I have a little bit of a haul video that I wanted to share with you. Couple of things. I just picked up this is what I use, this kind of a tripod. It's a table tripod. Yes, I spent $4 on it at the dollar store. And it came with a clicker for to start the video and take pictures and stuff like that, and a stand, so that's pretty handy. Right now I've got it on like a regular tripod, which is actually crooked right now. And there's a little clicker there. Actually, I could probably show you both parts if you're interested. The other one I have is so I have another one like this that I've been using forever that I paid like $1 for. This one came with these 2 parts, the battery that goes in this, and I think that's it. So these legs like can bend, and the one that I got before, I have to say, is a little bit more pliable. It's easier to bend, it's easier to use, but this one, the difference is for one, it's kind of like foamy, so the other one you could probably pinch your skin. Like, I never really thought about it because I've never done it, but if you were like not used to it, you could pinch your skin. But also it has this adjustment thing where you can tilt, which is fantastic, because most of the time I bend the legs because I want to do this. So kind of saves me all that fidgeting around with the angle of the legs and such, which is pretty fantastic. And I have an extra one of these things that just hooks onto my phone. If you're wondering if I'll ever evolve past the phone, I probably won't. I did use my own camera. I have a Sony Handycam, but I got bored of it really quick. I also picked up these fine tip, felt tip Sharpie markers, permanent markers. I want to do a couple tattoos on my doll. I'm not sure if this is the best thing to use, but I guess I'll find out. It's not an expensive doll. Don't fret. I'm not going to go crazy and, you know, bust out a $1 marker on a $400 doll. It's a $40 doll, and something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Oh no! I'm sad. Okay, I bought these eggs to like make it look like there's an Easter egg hunt all around like my display case for Easter for my dollies. These are $1.25. They're styrofoam though, and I didn't realize they were styrofoam when I bought them, because styrofoam's a little weaker and obviously can break a little easier. So some of them got smushed. I'm not sure if you can see. They got smushed a little bit, but there's more than probably 2 dozen in here, so I'm sure it won't kill me to have a couple that got squished. I'll put them in a better case next time. Now today, my husband spoiled me a little bit, and our kids. We went to the mall for a walk after he was done work, and we had a little bit of fun and had a dinner out, which like never happens for all 4 of us. We never sit down to eat, and if we do, it's like you got like a 2 buy 1 meal get 1 meal free coupon, because like we're so poor, like so poor. So we basically we just decided, you know, screw it, we're going out for dinner. We haven't done it in so long. We both had a really long day. His shift for work on Saturday is ridiculous. He gets like no breaks. So he said, let's go out to dinner. And so we did. And he asked my son what he wanted to eat for dinner. And he said, I want a pepperoni pizza. So what did we do? We went to Boston Pizza, because usually we eat pizza at like Pizza or something, and that's like ridiculously cheap. It's like $5 for pizza. So for today we went, and they had their kid meals, which were pretty cheap. I think they were $6.99 or something for a Boston Pizza kids meal. And they get like a drink with it, the meal, and then ice cream for dessert, which was fantastic. Like, you really can't ask. That's like $2 more than McDonald's, and you get like a really good meal. So can't complain about that. I get the same thing every time at Boston Pizza. So I got my pizza burger. Oh, I got my pizza burger. Sorry, my phone battery thing notification came up. And my husband got like a beef dip sandwich thingy. So anyways, where I was going with the story was that there is a new store that opened in the Scarborough Town Center, which is one of the malls that I frequent the most because it's the closest, and has, well, no, it's not the closest. It's the closest that has the things that I love to see in it, like the Disney store and, you know, stuff like that. So I basically, an ice cream store called Sweet Jesus just opened up in there, and God, it looks so good. And then there's another place called something, I don't remember what it's called, something sweet. And it's a Japanese cheesecake store. And then inside, all three of them are sharing the same location. And they have this other place called Squish. And basically it sells entirely gummies. And I freaking love gummies. Like out of candy, it's my absolute favorite. So I asked my husband, I said, can I get some gummies? And he said, fine. He said, how much are they? I said, well, they're pricey. They're $6 a bag. But they had a deal where if you bought 3 bags, it was only $15. So both of my sons picked one, and I picked one. Obviously, they're open because who the hell can wait? This one's called Mango Maracuja, and they're so good. It's like there's real pieces of mango in it or something. They taste delicious. So that's what my son Hunter picked. And then my son Phoenix picked these, which are called Twins. They're gummy bears, basically, that are stuck together. 2 of them together. And they're supposed to represent the twins from the Zodiac. I forget which one it is, but the twins is something. I want to say like Gemini or something. I don't know. And then I picked Pina Colada. So, they're like shaped like little parfait glasses, if you can see it. And they're so good. Oh my God. Almost died. I was like in gummy heaven, okay? So they have a website. I don't know if you can order it online. It's called bonbonsquish.com. You can check it out if you want. That's what I treated myself to today. And kind of to backdate a bit. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know already. Sorry. But I found a old school Polly Pocket. Fantastic. I was pretty thrilled because I have never encountered one of these. It's not in the greatest condition. It's got some like discoloration on the lid and the gold's off. But I really don't care. I paid $1 for this. I paid $1 for it. And if I wanted it online, it came with one of the little Pollys. You can see her in there. It would have cost me over 20 bucks, which really isn't a lot for like, I don't know, an old school toy. But for me, you know, that was fine. The condition is fine and I'm happy. So that worked out great. Another thing I ran into while I was thrifting was this little tiny Blythe doll. I died. I seen it and I was like, is that a Blythe? And I was like, no way. No, not possible. And sure enough, when I got her out of the bag after I left the store, I freaking squealed. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I could eat this doll. She's so adorable. Like, I don't even really like Blythes in their normal size with their big heads, but seeing it this size really like, it really like ripped my heart out of my chest. I was like, you're mine, baby. And I grabbed her and I took her home. So if you don't know where she's from, she's a Littlest Pet Shop Blythe. They did this collaboration at some point, and I'm not sure the details of it, but I've been told she's a Littlest Pet Shop, and she's missing her shoes. And I think she had a bag or something and an animal that came in the box with her, but I really don't care. This is the only part I want. And I'm going to try and like redo her braids at some point and try and put her back together somehow. But that's my other steal of a deal. And you know what? I didn't even know what this was, this doll, until I left the store. but for another $1. And the going rate for secondhand Monster Highs, Ever After Highs is around $5 for like the not greatest quality ones, like not the ones that are super fantastic with all the extra stuff, but like the regular basic Monster High dolls, $5. So this is a Winx Club doll, and her bodysuit is like in mint condition, and she's got her shoes and her stockings, and her hair looked like she just came out of the box basically. She's in really good condition. Her face is like not even smudged anywhere. I got her for $1. And I did see these at a clearance warehouse sale at some point, and she was, I think it was $10 or $12. And that was like, you know, that was still way too, I was like, no, I'm not paying that. I'd rather just buy a secondhand one because I know how to clean off the material. So if it's got smudges, if her hair's all messed up, I can fix it. I have no problem doing those things. So basically, I had no problem buying her in a crap condition for $1 or even $4 or even $5. But to find her in this condition for $1, really, you couldn't ask for more. I think she was supposed to have wings or something that stuck in there. I'm not sure. I should really look at the original doll. I have no idea. But she's got legs just like a Monster High. Like basically the same kind of joints. The only thing I dislike about her that I like more about the Monster High dolls is her fingers kind of look more sausagey. So anyway, but I do love her makeup more than I would like on a Monster High. So I might use her as a practice doll because I've been kind of thinking about that. Doing some face ups or some repaints on Monster Highs and stuff like that. So I might do that, but I'm not sure. I need to get my hands on some materials, which are going to cost more than I'd like to pay right now. But yeah, so that was my little splurgy week where I bought all the things, because I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that was a lot for me. Like I don't buy things at all. And I had a great time. Today we went out first thing in the morning, and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's something we can do. It's the weekend. I'm looking at the video. My eyes look so exhausted. Usually my eyes are like open like this. I'm just like, but basically I was like, what can we do? It's the weekend before Easter weekend. There's gotta be something going on. So I looked online, and sure enough, Home Depot, which is like a place where you can buy lumber and stuff here and other like do-it-yourself kind of fix-it-at-home stuff. They had a build your own Easter basket out of wood. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool. Let's do it. And then I looked at the date and the time, and it was like 9:30 a.m. this morning, and the workshop started at 10. So I'm like, crap. So I called them, and I was like, oh, do you have spots for my two sons, you know, to come and do the workshop? They said, well, it starts in half an hour, and it's first come, first serve. So if there's baskets left when you get here, then you got a spot. If there's not, then you don't. So what did I do? I dressed my kids in about 3.5 seconds flat, jumped in the car, and raced over to Bowmanville, which is about 20 minutes from here, and made it just on time. And there was over 100 kids there already, but they had like, shout out to Home Depot. They had over prepared. They had cases upon cases of these little kits to make the Easter baskets. And I was like, wow, you went through all that trouble. You bought these kits, paid for each kid to have one. You had paints for them to paint them. You had hammers to hammer the nails in, everything. They had everything perfect. They even had these little, what are they called? Aprons for the kids in kid size that said Home Depot on it. It was fantastic. And they wrote their name on it. It was so cute. And I know I'm going on and on about stuff that probably none of you care about. Maybe the other moms out there, shout out to y'all, care about that stuff. But it was so fantastic for somebody to go through that much trouble to, you know, make kids happy. That was just like the highlight of my day. It really made, you know, being a parent awesome, because everything costs money these days. Like when we built a basket of craft stuff for our boys, it cost us probably $100 to start off with everything. Like they're not going to use everything in the basket at once, but it cost us $100 to have everything that you would need to go, hey, I want to make a fuzzy caterpillar. I need pom-poms. I need Google eyes. I need glue. I need like newspaper or something, or craft paper to glue it on. I need pipe cleaners for legs. It's like all that stuff adds up. And it's, you know, used to be you can go to the dollar store and, hey, it's $1 for one of everything. But now it's like $2 to $5 for one of those things, like one pack of pipe cleaners. And it's just ridiculous. Everything's getting out of control. Our economy is like... So, yeah. So, like I was saying, make sure you plan your pregnancies. No, I'm just kidding. Mine were planned, but I'm still freaking poor. So, doesn't matter how much you plan, things will always come up. And that's the story of my life. I'm like the person where one thing goes wrong after another constantly until I'm about to crack. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's like, yeah, I'm getting low. Oh, I feel like crap. Why is everything going wrong? And then I start, you know, beating myself up. And then sure enough, the next minute, it's like, hey, like today was fantastic. My mom gave me a $10 gift card to Tim Hortons, which is where I get my tea. And because somebody had given it to her, and I was ecstatic to receive it. I was like, oh, Mom, that's like 5 or 6 teas for me, which is like over a week of enjoyment. And, you know, that was fantastic. I was like, yes. And then I went to Tim Hortons to buy a tea, like almost immediately, because I was like, yeah, I got money. And I went through the drive-thru, and the person in front of me paid for my tea. And I don't want to admit this on camera, but I started crying because I was like, what did I do to deserve so many good things happening to me in one day? That like never happens. And they gave me this cool little card. I wish I had it on me. I think I left it upstairs. And it says, this is a kind gesture given to you today to brighten your day or something like that. And then it says, pay it forward whenever you can. And like, I totally will. Like when I have a few extra bucks on me, like today I was obviously using a gift card, which means I didn't have anything on me. So, I will definitely pay it forward. But like, it was probably the highlight of my week. Like really, it's been a rough week. It's been a rough day because I've been so busy. I took the boys to that thing by myself. And if you don't know, my kids are 3 and 2. So 2 toddlers I took. And this man was like laughing at me because he's like, wow, you got your hands full. I'm sitting there hammering 2 baskets together at the same time, like double hammering 2 baskets, one for my older son and one for my younger, because both of them want me to help them. And I stand up from that. Finally, they get to paint them, and I'm wiping the sweat off my forehead. And he looks at me and he goes, wow, you're lucky you get to do all of it yourself. And you know what? Like at that age, it was recommended for age 5 to 12. But after the basket was together, all I had to do was paint it and put stickers on it. Like any kid could do that. So I thought it was fantastic. And you know what? I did a little extra work and we had a blast. So whatever. I don't care what people think. And the man was just laughing at me, and you know, he was trying to help me, and it was so awesome. Like today was amazing. I hope you guys all had an amazing day too. But if you didn't, you know, keep your hopes up, because there's always tomorrow and there's always a day that's going to be better. Anyways, that's me ranting for, I think 18 minutes now or 19 minutes now. So, I'm going to stop. Show me some more of your stuff on YouTube. If I don't see you on YouTube, you know, come see us on Instagram. We got pictures floating in every day. I try to keep up with it because it's the easiest thing to do. Making videos, not so easy. Instagram, easy. Facebook, I just kind of forget about it. So if you guys are on Facebook, go to Instagram. So anyways, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!